Hello, namaskar. Not very good news. Iris has been upgraded to a variant of concern by the WHO. Earlier, just recently, it was put as a variant of interest. That means it was being watched, it was being seen as something that could develop as a more transmissible variant. But in just a very short span of time, we saw that now it has become a variant of concern, and that is really concerning for India and among other countries also. Let's move ahead and talk about this particular thing. But before that, I would like to inform you that whatever I teach, I provide in the form of PDF on my Telegram channel. This Telegram channel is by the name of Pooja Dwivedi UPSC. If you have any questions regarding this examination, you can also talk to me on my Instagram. Moving on. See, this is the roadmap that we have to take. First of all, let's talk about the news. In the United States, UK, United States, even UK, China, of course, Japan, South Korea, we have been witnessing rising cases that have been caused by this particular subvariant. It's a subvariant of the Omicron family. And the World Health Organization classified the EG.5, this is the Eris variant, as the variant of interest, later on a variant of concern. By the name of it, we can understand it is concerning. That is why it is a variant of concern. On certain grounds, it is made to be so. Let's find out about this new variant. We can call it a subvariant. EG.5 is a family of the Omicron variant only, which descended from the XBB.1.9.2, and this first appeared back in February 2023, although globally the first case, as in it was reported on March 24th, 2023, and it became a variant under monitoring. That means continuous vigilance was there on the kind of mutation it was showing on July 19th. It was increasingly reported across the globe since then, specifically Asia. Now, it has seen EG.5 jump from 7.6% of all the SARS-CoV-2 genetically sequenced globally in late June to 17.4. That means it is saying that through genetic sequencing, we can find out that its transmissibility has increased. Transmissibility has increased in the sense, although it is not making people very sick, but because of the edge that it has gained due to mutation, it can transfer from one person to another more quickly, other than if we compare it to other variants. So let's talk about a variant of concern and a variant of interest. Now, if we talk about a variant of interest, it's a SARS-CoV-2 variant, which is having a genetic capability that affects characteristics of the virus, such as disease severity. That means the disease which is being caused due to this particular variant is more severe. It is making people more sick, more prone to hospitalization. Immune escape. We all know that whenever any foreign object invades our body, the immune system keeps them in check. And if a variant is able to escape the immune system, it does not get recognized by the immune system. It is more able to, become a foreign body that the immune system thinks that this is not a threat to the body. Then also it is a variant of interest. Transmissibility. The more chances of any variant to be passed from one person to another. That means it may not make people very sick. Whenever the people are not very sick, they go out more, and when they go out more, the transmissibility becomes higher. That is what it is saying. Transmissibility is particularly higher when the disease doesn't make you too sick that you are you can't even get up from the bed, like that. Diagnostic escape. Even in the diagnostic system, if any mechanism is being involved to understand what has happened to your body, the diagnostic system can also not detect it. And consequential volume of community transmission is done because of this. As transmissibility is high, it can pass from one person to another more and with better efficiency. That means more people will get infected. That means it has more community transmission capabilities. Then comes a variant of concern. A rise in transmissibility, increase in fatality. That means it is killing people. Infection is okay until and unless it starts killing people. And a significant decrease in effectiveness of the vaccine. This is another criteria on which we can say that this has become a variant of concern. Maybe it is not, the vaccine, certain vaccines we have are not effective against this particular subvariant. Why? Because virus loves to keep on changing. This is the sheer nature of virus. It changes. This is a tool of bioterrorism by Mother Nature. It keeps on changing so much that we have to be vigilant. We have to keep on doing genome sequencing so that we can understand if there is any sort of mutation or changes that have been done in the virus. We can also upgrade our vaccines accordingly. Our vaccines now came back in 2020-21, and the antibodies that have been provided to our body by these vaccines, they will fade off. So how and what is the effectiveness of the current vaccines that are in place? That has to be checked. Certain reports have come out. We will talk about that as well. And other health measures. Right now we are seeing that in India, it is still in control. We'll discuss that as well. So this is the variant of concern and variants of interest. Okay. Now, is Aries different to other variants? Let's see. The thing is that the transmissibility is the one which has made it very different. It is more transmissible than other subvariants. How the virus enters the cell, a virus has to enter the cell. How it enters and the tissues in our body is very similar to the XBB 1.5, which is sometimes referred to as Kraken, and other Omicron, because it belongs to the Omicron family, and other Omicron, it's the same. The mechanism is employed the same, but it is highly transmissible as compared to other. More people can get infected by it. Now, when more people can get infected, that means more may need hospitalization. When more may need hospitalization, the hospitals will become overstretched, health system will become overstretched, proper care won't be able to be provided to those people who have been hospitalized, and hence it will create morbidity. And I have already told you, many other countries, South Korea, Japan, Canada, these all are suffering from it. Highest surges in UK, USA and China. China is like too much impacted. EG 5.1, it has been in Australia since April, but we are seeing that it hasn't caused a huge surge. Cases are there, but sporadic in nature, seasonal like. But it has not caused a huge surge. So we can study Australia. By August 7, 2023, there has been 158 known cases reported via whole genome sequencing across Australia, representing 2.1% of the reported cases. In India, there has been only one, as of now, reported cases of the EG 5.1 variant, and that is from Pune in May 2023 it was reported. At present, in our country, the dominant variant is XBB.1.16, and till August 8, there were 103 active cases of COVID in Maharashtra. See, right now only, today only, it has been suggested by the Union Minister of Health that India needn't worry about it, but still we are taking precautions because scientists at the National Institute of Virology are already enhancing genome sequencing. Genome sequencing is a process through which we can find how the virus has changed through the years. Virus will change. This is the nature of it. We have to be, very capable of understanding the nature of the virus. Then only we can upgrade our vaccines. Then RT-PCR positive, all RT-PCR positive samples are being studied. It doesn't matter what is their CT value, what is their infective value, and are monitoring new mutation and variations as well. So this is what we can do right now. We do not need to panic, but still be vigilant enough. Still follow the pandemic protocols, keeping distance at some places where it can be available or done. If not physical distancing, then please wash your hands. Please. That is the end of all sorts of diseases that could happen to you, even if it is not the COVID. Why? Because every infection occurs through the hands. And as the years pass by, we have to develop this habit. Because if we do not develop this habit, pandemics will be a regular norm. It will be a norm. Keep this in mind, because the level of heat and warmth that is being produced due to climate change, it is giving birth to various kind of bacteria, viruses which can create havoc conditions for pandemic. So remember that. Keep on washing your hands. Collectively available evidence has not suggested that EG.1 has additional public health risk. We are not looking at that. That is what the WHO said. Only 11% had reported hospitalization and ICU admissions related to the virus. But there is a problem. We are not able to keep up with the kind of mutations it is doing. As in, new variants are occurring every day. It's a norm that new variants are occurring for COVID-19. But the level of genome sequencing we need to do to keep them in check, that's not happening. And when there is a delay in that, we may not be able to actually assess the damage any variant can cause. Moving on. Now, the basic thing that has changed is in the spike protein. Spike proteins change, then only mutations can be said to have occurred. Because spike proteins, through this protein only, the viruses are able to enter our body. And if there is a difference in spike protein, what happens? New spike proteins occur. Antibodies that were developed for the earlier spike protein, that it could attach itself to this virus, that is redundant. That is no longer useful. That is why we say that whenever spike proteins occur, the antibodies may not be able to attach themselves so that they can destroy it, and hence mutation occurs. Okay, moving on. We have launched our batches from 11th of August, the P2I, Prelims Mains interviews in Hindi, English and English. Anybody who wants to prepare for UPSC 2024 can be a part of either Hindi, English or English batch. And you have to just use the code PDLive to avail a huge discount. You will get this particular batch for just rupees 26,999 and the validity is just 15th of August. So make sure that you do not miss your classes. Take admission today. From tomorrow, you will be able to keep up with the other batchmates. For optionals as well, we have a discount. Hindi Sahitya is available only in Hindi. Other than this, all these other optionals are available in both Hindi and English. And the price is just rupees 12,999 if you use the code PDLive. And it will be available till only 15th of August. Thank you so much for watching.